What's going on, guys? DJ Av here, and what we have in front of us finally is Sylenth1. You guys have been asking me about this, and yes, I have it. I've been had this, I just needed to update it, and thankfully, I am really glad that I did. So, yeah, let's go ahead and do this, shall we?
Traptendo.
And yeah, so I apologize. First off, we don't gotta look at this ugly skin anymore. Thank God, because they have some pretty cool skins like Apox. Man, this skin is dope as hell. And then they have what else? They had the classic with this ugly color right here. I'm sorry. Tell me what skin do you prefer if you have 3.03 or not? But you know, I have this skin, which is decent. I really like the fact that you can actually see how much of the amount that you apply to each and every parameter or whatnot. And, let's go ahead and go a little further and check out another skin here. And I can't pronounce that name or whatnot. I do apologize to that person because I'm pretty sure he'll watch. Sounds, because I know people want to hear some sounds. Let's go ahead and hear some sounds. We'll talk about it. As you can see, really good quality sounds. This is, for those who don't know about Sylenth1, this was probably one of the forefathers of the VA synths, as far as the ones that sounded great in a DAW or whatever, in a all computer world. This particular VST is very popular in EDM. Many of the EDM guys use it. A lot of people in hip hop use this. Timberland have used this. I know that's pretty old, but Metro Boomin has used this. Mr. 88 has used this. Southside has used this. For those who just really need, oh, well, what producer uses this? Mike Will definitely has used this. It just has a rich history in music in general. So, and as you can see, this is mine. This is not a bootleg copy. But anyway, so it comes with like about 6 factory banks of pretty lit sounds and stuff like that. I'm gonna go ahead and go into some different arps or something. I'm gonna do a test and play some triads. So yeah, so that it can react to different chords. That's good, because I just reviewed a bank that the review will be a little later, probably tomorrow. But yeah, so that's good news for me. So that's those are 5th pluck keys here, as I just actually read the name here. So that particular sound in general, so that leads me to a lot of things that I want to talk about in terms of this. Yeah, as you can see, it doesn't lead or leave out anything or mislead or whatever. Basically, this sound in general, as I press hard on the push here, you can see that the velocity is mapped to the cutoff here. So it's mapped to the cutoff of the filter, and I presume, since it says filter AB, that there's filter AB right here. I don't know what the other filter is. Yeah, so don't mind me. I'm still learning this in general. Most of the stuff isn't really that crazy to understand versus any other. I will be doing tutorials on this more when I get a grasp on it or whatnot. And there are 2 different parts that you can check out in this whole entire interface here. So the UI has like a side and a B side. So you can select this right here, press this button right here to select part A, then part B. So you can have, I guess, basically in a nutshell, you have 4 oscillators that you have control of. And is the modulation separate or the same? I guess it's the modulation or the mod matrix or whatnot is for both parts. Dang. But on the bright side here, you get at least 4 different oscillators, and I guess would be 2 different filters. So that's pretty good from the most part here. So let's go ahead and venture off into some of the gate sounds and stuff like that, because the gate sounds were the lit sounds back in the day. As you can see, you know, if you hear that particular gate and stuff, that's not the actual preset, but you can tell that Timbaland, what album was that? The one where Justin Timberlake was smashing the disco ball? I know that song "My Love." He used this particular VST, you know, because that's when the Miko was good. And all right, typical elite. Thank you for subbing in between my video here. I had to give you a shout out because, you know, it's all love. Sure, you can. Welcome to the gang. So we're gonna check out some pads. Again, you know, pads in here are just as brilliant. So, looking at this and whatnot, I just want to go into more parts of this GUI here. The GUI finally has a sexy look to it, give or take that you check out a skin or not. Some of the skins, I guess, check out this skin. Man, that's actually pretty sexy. But I don't know how to pronounce your name because it's really hard to read right here. But welcome to the gang. So, you know, this pad and stuff. No, that's not what I was talking about. The actual menu itself. So, you know, you do have where you can select your arpeggiator, have them turned on, and then you have your different distortions. Let's see if they actually have types and stuff. No, that's where you can copy pasta. You can select your different distortion types right here: overdrive, foldback, clip, and decimate, and bit crush. Bit crushing in here is pretty good. I've heard some great Nintendo-ish type sounds in here. A phaser, you got a phaser, chorus, EQ, delay, reverb, compressor. I don't know exactly if they are separate or they are combined with the different parts. I don't think they are separate though, which is a bummer-ish kind of thing, but whatever. Yes, I will have a compare contrast video between this and Hive. I think the community wants to see a shootout video between those two. So anyways, one of the things that I noticed about this, and maybe it might be in the menu, so I don't want to bite myself, but you know, perhaps no, you can't rearrange the sounds and stuff like that. You can't arrange the sounds, like per se. You can't have a delay first and then, you know, have the compressor second or something like that, which is kind of weird, give or take that the climate of VSTs now. You are actually allowed to do that in many VSTs, but not this one, of course. Again, you know, Sylenth1 is one of those VSTs that have a ton of presets off top and a ton of banks, because the user base has been around since about 2009, 2010, I believe. I don't know. But, yeah. But as you can see, it was mainly a dance VST, but there's more that you can do with this. Don't please believe it here. Of course, you can adjust the amount of voices that you have here. I'm just adjusting this on this particular preset here. I guess the max is 8. That's fine. You know, you have different waveforms, of course. You know, sine, sol, triangle, pulse, half pulse, quarter pulse, tri-sol, and noise. So you got a good amount of different. Let me see if it actually changes in the second oscillator. No, it does not. Good. So you have a good amount of waveforms to play with. Looking at the filters, of course, you have a bypass, which nothing happening, low pass, band pass, high pass. You can select 24 dB or 12 dB, which, you know, 6 pole, 12 pole filter. So you can, you know, have, I guess, sort of an analog feel or whatever. Virtual analog is what this is anyways, but you have virtual analog in hardware. Anyways, so that's basically about, no, I don't want to wrap it up here. There are other things, of course. You can set the different sizes or whatever. If I was to set it's like 125 and make it huge or big enough for you guys to see it a lot more, you can. You can go, of course, a lot bigger than that in size. You can set it to 200% if you're like on a 4K monitor. So that is good. That's a good update, much needed update to Sylenth1 or any other VST that's out in 2017. Okay, so thank you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I chatted a lot. Of course, again, you have two LFOs and, your envelopes that you can mess with. And deal and do cool stuff. So anyways, DJ Av here. Y'all have a good day. Peace.
Traptendo.